Hi everybody, Big Red here. It's been a while since my last review. This review is going to be a modification of the Katadyn Basecamp Gravity Filter, or pardon me, water filter system. And the modification I'm going to make is I'm going to change the filter that comes with the system with a different filter. So here's the Katadyn Basecamp bag. The filter it normally comes with is called the UltraFlow filter. Now, we've used this system for the last 4 or 5 years on hikes and wilderness canoe trips. And this system, it actually works really, really well. This is a 0.2 micron filter, and the filter lasts up to 1,500 liters according to specifications. However, the challenge that we've had is that every year we've had to buy 1 or 2 of these filters to replace the ones from the previous years. And if these were only $20, maybe that wouldn't be a huge issue, but they end up being around $60 each after tax and shipping. So it's almost like buying a new water filter system every single year. Now, what we're gonna do is, instead of using this UltraFlow filter, I'm gonna use this VersaFlow filter, which is made by a company called Hydroblu. And the difference between these two filters in terms of performance is, like I said, this one lasts up to 1,500 liters, whereas this one lasts up to 100,000 gallons. This one I cannot backflush to keep the flow rate high. This one I can backflush to keep the flow rate high. So based on those specifications, I believe this is the way to go. And in order to create this modification, all I need to do is I needed to buy this filter, which is about $40, which is less than the replacement cost of this altogether. And I needed to go to the hardware store and just buy some 3/8 tubing in order to set this up. Just putting this on one end like this on the other end like this, and then this is the cap for the water filter system. I put it on nice and tight. I take this, insert it, and just like that, I have an inline system. And for the next portion of the video, I'm going to time the flow rate filling up a liter of water. Okay, so here is the filter system set up. I've got a orange 1 liter bottle there below, and I'm going to time how long it takes to fill the liter. So it's going here, and it's not like super fast, but it's not slow. It's at about 28 seconds, 29 seconds. And the other thing I noticed too, that's a 10 liter bag, and I only probably put maybe 1.5 liters in there. But it's almost at 0.5 liter, and it's at about 43 seconds, which, you know, if you're at a base camp and you're hanging out, this is definitely fast enough. So I'm just at about 800 milliliters, and I'm just at 1 minute now. And getting close, 900 milliliters, 107, 108. There, it's just passed. So it took about 1 minute and 13 seconds to fill up a liter. Okay, now that I've shown you the setup and described the difference in the filters, and tested the flow rate, one of the key things that the VersaFlow filter and Hydroblu recommend is they recommend that you backflush this after every 10 liters to maintain the life of the filter, increase the flow rate. And this is obviously one of the key features that made me want to create the modification. And in order to do that, all you do is the gray end of the filter is where the dirty water would go in. The blue end of the filter is where the clean water would come out. And so you would just take this, and in the opposite direction of the flow rate when filtering, you take a water bottle, and I'm just using a collapsible one, and you can screw this right on to the filter, and then use pressure to force the water out the other side, and then the back flushing is complete. So a relatively simple process. Just to qualify this review, I've tested this all out in my front yard, and I'll be heading out on a wilderness canoe trip in the coming weeks, and I'm looking forward to a positive experience with this filter and clean water for my family, and I'll update this review after returning from that trip. Thank you. Stay safe.